I'd like to welcome you to BMORENEWS.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. We're in the glorious District of Columbia, home of Armstrong Williams. How are you?
My man Donnie, how are you today?
I'm good, I'm good. What's been happening with you?
I'm just curious to find out who canceled on you where you decided to include me.
No.
You don't come by and see us anymore.
Well, we did go to the White House, but we had to cap the meeting off. We had Bobby Marvin, Hugh Voices. He had to meet the one and only, the voice.
Yeah, the voice. But it's always a pleasure to see my brother. It really is. It's refreshing.
Yes, sir. What have you been working on?
It's a good harvest season for us here. It really is. Of course, our shows are now syndicated all over the world. We're in Europe, we're in Asia, we're in Africa, we're in the Middle East, all over the United States. It's taken a very long time. And that's television. Mm-hmm. You know, we're kicking off a new season with Sirius XM Power 169, new lineup. Starting this month of June in about 2 weeks, we go from 9 p.m. at night to 7 p.m. at night daily, and prime time on XM Power 169.
9 a.m.?
7 p.m.
Okay.
7 p.m.
Okay.
In the evening. And the column is syndicated, and you know, the business is good. You know, I went through that patch with No Child Left Behind. There's some things I had to learn. That season has passed.
One thing that you learned?
You know, I learned never, ever, 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 ever to do business with the government.
Well, we always pushing government contracts. I'll do business with you.
You have it. There are too many I's, too many T's, too many periods, too many commas for me to keep up with. Because if the government has a problem with you, and if they want to come after you, I don't care who you are, they can. So I've made a choice not to do business with the government. Let me stick with the private market. Okay. I can handle it very well.
This is the first Be More News interview of Mr. Armstrong post-Obama election. Prior to the election, you said some things that had some heads turning.
I voted for him. Yes, I did. I voted for him.
And I've been reading your columns since then.
Yes, and what have you discovered?
That you're always going to have your critiques, but I don't sense that you 100% abandoned your choice.
No, he's abandoned us. You're right.
Ooh!
Yes, you're absolutely right.
How so?
Listen, and I think you and I can relate to this. Look, there's no one who wishes the president more success than I.
You stuck your neck out there for him.
No, it was easy. It was easy.
Well, not for a lot of conservatives.
Well, I'm not like most conservatives. I'm free.
Okay.
I dance to my own beat and my own drum. I'm different. Free across the board. And I've shown that time and time again. I'm on my plantation. And the next time I check, my name is on the door. But anyhow, you know, such promise for the president. Young, bright, tremendous ideas, energized, gave such hope for America. You know, I look at an administration, how I judge an administration. When you go back from Eisenhower to current day President Obama, and you look at the number of key people in his administration, whether they're from the public sector or the private sector, and almost 85% of the president's cabinet and top-level positions are from the public sector. That is dangerous, because you begin to understand why there seems to be such a hostility to small business and large business owners in this country. You begin to understand why it was very difficult for him over the last week to play brass knuckles with BP, because how can you chastise someone that you're in bed with? It's very difficult to regulate. That situation is disastrous for the Gulf Coast and for places like Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, and possibly Texas.
But to his credit, has he not restored an international faith in America that was seemingly waning, that was seemingly going down the tubes after 8 years of a very challenged Bush administration?
Well, the last time I checked, there are still people who are trying to detonate car bombs in places like New York City. We're still in Afghanistan. We're still in Iraq. They hate us just as much today as they did when Bush was in office. I think they find the president to be quite affable. They like him. They like having him in their country because the nation there loves him. But do they respect him? Do they fear him as a leader? I mean, all you have to do is look at what Jim Kong Jong-il is doing in North Korea. All you need to do is look at what is going on in Iran. I mean, look at what's going on with Israel and the Gaza Strip.
But
I don't know if he has the kind of respect as an American president. I'd rather for people to fear me as a leader than to love me. I don't know if they fear him, and that's quite frightening to many of us in this country.
We're going to take a pause and come back. You're watching BMORENEWS.com. We're here with the one and only Armstrong Williams. I'm going to take a break and get myself together. Stay tuned, and we'll be back in a moment.